Surprising offseason trades for NBA lottery teams. Subscribe to Sportsmafia for more videos. Golden State Warriors receive James Johnson and a 2020 second-round pick, and the Minnesota Timberwolves receive a 2022 second-round pick. With the Timberwolves franchise up for sale, it probably doesn't want to be saddled with Johnson's $16 million player option for next season. For that matter, neither does Golden State, but in this case, the money is simply a means to an end. The Warriors are still holding a $17.2 million trade exception from last summer's Andre Iguodala deal. That's their ticket to expanding the roster with a win-now addition, and it's enough to afford some interesting players like Rudy Gay, Evan Fournier, or Kelly Olynyk. But, since the exception can't be packaged with a player, it's not quite enough to deliver the Dubs' dream targets, Aaron Gordon or Miles Turner. With some cap creativity though, Golden State can get there. By converting the exception into Johnson, the Warriors can then use his salary to find the wiggle room needed to chase Gordon or Turner. The former offers loads of defensive versatility and explosive finishing at the basket. The latter adds shot blocking without sacrificing spacing. New York Knicks receive Malik Monk, 2020 number 3 pick. Charlotte Hornets receive Mitchell Robinson, Reggie Bullock, and a 2020 number 8 pick. As per usual, the Knicks were gut punched at the lottery. They not only failed to climb the ladder, but they slipped from 6th to 8th. This reverses their fortune. This deal wouldn't go down until draft night because it's contingent on Lamelo Ball getting past the first 2 picks. The 6'7" point guard caught the eye of the Empire State, and the interest may be mutual. Multiple teams believe Ball and those in a circle prefer that he lands in New York, per Ian Begley. Ball is a risk-reward prospect, but he might be the best player in this draft. He's a preternatural passer, and his aggressiveness in pushing the pace could give this young team an identity. He needs work with his shooting, shot selection, and defensive motor, but those could theoretically be coached up. If Ball hits, he's going to be a marquee star. The Hornets, who already have Dante Graham and Terry Rozier in the backcourt, might opt against gambling on the young guard, especially if it means adding a building block big man and retaining a top 10 pick. Atlanta Hawks receive Victor Oladipo. Indiana Pacers receive Dwayne Dedmon, Kevin Huerter, Cam Reddish, and 2020 number 6 pick. The dismissal of head coach Nate McMillan could be the tip of the iceberg for an offseason overhaul in the Circle City. With Mike D'Antoni reportedly on the radar, a potential shift to small ball might finally break apart the Miles Turner-Domantas Sabonis frontcourt. Plus, Victor Oladipo is approaching the final year of his contract and has no financial reasons to extend it. If Oladipo hits the trade market, Atlanta should be ready with an aggressive bid. The Hawks think their young nucleus is ready for its first playoff fight, and the same win-now mindset that drew them to Clint Capella at the trade deadline can now put Oladipo in the crosshairs. If he retains his old all-star form, he might be the perfect backcourt complement to Trae Young. Oladipo is a disruptive defender, a shot creator, and a capable shooter. He could thrive alongside Young and prevent the pitfalls this offseason suffered when he took a seat. Atlanta Hawks receive Joel Embiid. Philadelphia 76ers receive Clint Capella, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, 2020 number 6 pick, and 2022 first-round pick. The Sixers might need to sacrifice one star to save themselves. That's the only way they're replenishing the cupboards, which this deal definitely does. Capella is the athletic rim runner Simmons needs at his side, as the two could do damage in transition and pick and rolls. Huerter steps into the spot-up sniper role JJ Redick used to fill. Hunter adds another 3-and-D option. The picks either lead to high upside prospects or facilitate another trade. The Hawks, meanwhile, find perhaps the best accelerator on the market. Embiid is this era's Hakeem Olajuwon, a dream-shaking 7-footer with elite paint protection and enough of an outside shot to keep defenses honest. Put Embiid with Young, and Atlanta's offense has a skyscraper ceiling. Put John Collins alongside them, and that ceiling jumps a few more stories. Chicago Bulls receive Chris Paul, 2020 number 25 pick, and 2020 number 51 pick. Golden State Warriors receive Thaddeus Young, Thomas Sorotatsky, and Mike Muscala. Oklahoma City Thunder receive Zach LaVine and Andrew Wiggins. The Bulls get the floor general their 29th ranked offense so desperately needs. It's a risk given Paul's age, but if his body holds up, this is how Chicago turns playoff dreams into reality. Kobe White gets the perfect mentor in Paul, with whom he already shares a deep connection. Paul connects the dots with his roster and helps identify Lauri Markkanen's comfort zone, and for taking the financial risk, the franchise adds 2 picks in the process. The Dubs might have had bigger plans for Wiggins' contract, but if Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green still constitute a championship core, this club might need depth more than another star. They'd be lucky if a handful of players from last season's roster can contribute in a meaningful way to next season's championship chase. The Thunder might be the toughest sell, since they're arguably giving up the best player in this deal and sacrificing the only first-round pick. But this makes OKC younger and more explosive without steering the small market squad into a total teardown. That's it for today's Sports Mafia video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and want to see more Sports Mafia content, click the circle subscribe button so you never miss a single video. Hope you enjoyed.